Do you read either one of these?
Yeah, I've read them in the
Power
past.
Girl and Zatanna. Is it based on artwork with these? I was talking to Joey, and he said that Power Girl with Amanda Connor, was amazingly fun.
Yeah, and I think it's
uh,
basically, I think it wasn't it written?
Was Palmiotti part of it?
I think he wrote
Palmiotti
it. That's
Connor?
why it was a lot more fun.
Isn't that the coolest setup ever?
Yeah.
Those two are absolutely. He's an amazing writer. She's an amazing artist. They've worked together on other things. They worked together on the 18 and over Pro, and they've worked together on Power Girl and other things. But I just think it's cool that they're married and working in the
Definitely, and I think overall the Power Girl, when I first started with Amanda Connor, it was really fun, really brilliant and stuff like that. I haven't really read it since then, but Power Girl's always been a fun character.
You know, the thing is, with Amanda Connor, it really doesn't matter who writes it. If she's drawing it, the book's going to be fun.
Yeah.
What about the Wednesday comics with Supergirl?
Yeah, she did amazing on that too. It's like full of character, full of, and it's like she's really animated artist. And stuff, so
she's a lot of fun. Zatanna, did you ever pick that one up?
I did pick it up when it first came out. I haven't really kept up with it. I thought I usually kind of basically get them based off of some writers I know, and then mostly based on art.
The artist, depending on what's going on.
Yeah.
And who was it that was on here? Was it?
I think it was Stephane Roux.
Stephane, don't call me Stephanie.
Yeah,
that's what he.
What was it? Stephane Roux, right?
Roux, yes.
Yeah.
Roux. Sorry.
I thought his artwork is really great.
His stuff's cool.
Yeah.
They didn't keep him on very long, unfortunately.
Of course not. Maybe it could have been.
Once you start getting up there, well, that's true. His deadlines weren't so good.
Really
I don't know, Stephane. I'm sorry. Yeah. I assume he's watching.
But overall, she's a great character.
She's a cool character. They're changing her look for the new 52. They're putting her on a book with more people. The reason I brought these two up is because this is the last week for these two, and they're not getting their own book when DC relaunches. So if you guys are following them, pick them up, because you're going to have to pick up the book with other people in it if you want to see them. So let's go to, are you going to read some of the 52s?
Yeah.
What do you think of Superman's pants?
I'm excited.
You're excited about his pants?
I wonder if Jim Lee designed that as well.
I like the patches. Yeah.
So 90s.
So 90s.
Yeah. Like Rob Liefeld designed it.
This is true. What about Daredevil? You read Daredevil?
Yeah, I like Daredevil.
This one's here by Wade. So that was so convincing. Yeah, I love Mark Wade. Oh, you knew? you knew the name? Proud of you. Fighting Cap. They're both on #2 this week. Cap #2 comes out.
Why is he fighting Cap?
It's probably. Ooh, he took his shield. It's probably one of those misunderstandings. You know, Cap shows up at a burglary and Daredevil's there, so of course it's him.
But then the thing is that, like, if you're like, it's Steve, and you're just like, I'm gonna question Steve. Like, that's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, but Daredevil is not the most stable of heroes. He kind of does his own thing, says what he wants to. And if Cap sets foot in Hell's Kitchen, he's got to make a point.
He's got to pay the toll.
Yeah, he's got to pay the toll. Yes. Just like, I can't go there either.
Yeah.
You got to pay the toll. You know what I'm talking about? Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You don't recommend that for anyone under 18 years of age.
21 years.
21 years of age, but it's amazing. It's funny. Cap #2 coming out as well.
Awesome.
I know you're down for that because it's Brubaker. Everything Brubaker writes is.
Did you think that, like, they, maybe when after Cap died, and then the story kind of went a little bit shaky? You think that was because mostly Marvel forced him to rewrite stuff and it wasn't his own flow?
I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm guessing, but Brubaker.
Because that's how I felt. It struggled a lot after Cap died and then got brought back.
Well, see, I think afterwards it had its ups and downs, and then I think he started to have his edge, and then they took him off. They changed it all around again, because I think he's gotten messed over twice.
Yeah.
Because when they killed Steve, Brubaker's been working on this book for years and building this character. They did it in a different book.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, his next issue, they're like, oh, by the way, Cap's not here. Yeah. You got to throw somebody else in. Then Bucky gets killed unceremoniously in like 2 pages of Fear itself.
Yeah.
And then Cap's back. So I mean, obviously they give him a lot of leeway on his month to month, but on the giant overarching, I don't think he has nearly as much pull as he needs to have. Because
to make that
I don't
book
think
exactly what it needs to be.
It should be a flagship title, and it sells decent and it's good, but Bendis and his Avengers and the other things have really been what shaped the universe, and I think Brubaker needs to be given a little more.
Yeah, I think so too.
Although they pulled Bendis back on some stuff, and then they just started overextending Fraction. So I love Fraction, But luckily they pulled him back a little bit too, because Uncanny is now written by Gillen, who wrote Thor after Straczynski left, and Gillen is doing a fantastic job.
Again, Straczynski did a great job with Thor.
Straczynski's Thor was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Gillen came in and cleaned up the pieces because Straczynski left, and there was still unfinished threads. And on Uncanny, Gillen came in and he really started getting the ball rolling, and then Fear Itself is on, so he's got to kind of change his gears to work with it.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to get back to him just doing what he wants with that book. All right, another one. Well, of course, another one. I don't need to start it like that. Ultimate Fallout, number 6. You read Ultimates. You don't read Ultimate Spider-Man.
Nope.
Okay. Ultimate Cap obviously is not the same Cap that we're used to dealing with. And although the costume looks a lot like the movie, I was glad to see in the movie that he was still the Steve Rogers we know, with just a little bit of the Ultimate
So
Cap.
what did you actually, like, you didn't talk about, what did you actually think of the Cap?
I thought the Cap movie was fantastic. I really did. There were little things here and there, and just little things that bothered me, but overall, I had a really good time.
I felt the same way. I felt there's certain things that kind of been changed and stuff that I thought, like, because I love Bucky as a character. I think Bucky is amazing, and then so I was really kind of upset in how they kind of took his way, but like in general, I thought it was great, and I look forward to the next one.
Yeah, no, I thought it was fun. Again, just little things.
Yeah,
like I wasn't a big fan of the technology.
Yeah,
I thought it was a little bit too much, because if you actually had that kind of technology, there's no way you wouldn't have won the war. So I was a little disappointed in that. What really bothered me.
The Cap had a shield.
Yeah, and a gun.
And a gun. And
so what are you gonna do? And he had spunk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he had a lot of heart out there, right?
What really bothered me, and it's just
heart wins wars.
Are you gonna interrupt me?
Heart.
Is that what did it?
That's what Cap did.
It was okay. Oh, well, fair enough. That was about the heart. It was, and there were some cute scenes in there, like when he had to take the flag down.
Yeah,
that was cool. See, it was well done. And what's his name? I can never remember this. Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Is that his name? Yeah, he was good.
No, he did a great job. Like, especially like in the Avengers trailer in the end, you see him at the table with everybody else, and then you're like, oh, and he had this suit on. You're like, dude, it's Cap. You know, like it's just kind of.
I like the way they changed Thor's costume. It looks so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked cool before, but the Avengers one looks way better.
Yeah. No some assembly required. Is that what it said?
Yes.
Is that Josh Whedon's
still excited?
handiwork? Huh?
Still excited?
I'm excited.
Josh Whedon.
I know. That's his writing. I think he said that.
Well, he's got other people writing, and he's not doing it single-handedly, even though he could.
Let's hope.
Come on, you got to admit, you may not be a huge fan, but his casts are huge.
He's gonna do a sing-along for the Avengers?
There might be.
In the credits?
It won't be in the first one. It might be in the second one. And now I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to complain about something.
You're going to talk about that.
Oh, well. But anyways, Ultimate Fallout number 6. Spidey's dead. New Spider-Man. You probably already saw this. It was all over the media. Got tons of attention. But what they did is they really, really hyped it up, because the media really doesn't know the difference between Ultimate Spider-Man and regular Spider-Man. I had people flooding in through the doors saying, oh my God, Peter Parker's dead. I need to get that book. And then when I explained to them what was going on, it wasn't nearly as exciting. So it's still fun, because with the Ultimate Universe they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with killing people in the Ultimate Universe, because it's a little grittier. It's a little more like real life. You know, people go through these situations. Something's going to happen. And more importantly, in the Ultimate Universe, I can't think of anybody that's died and come back.
Okay.
So Pete's probably gone, and we'll see how the new kid is.
So again, the Ultimate Universe isn't like most of the movies based from Marvel are based on the Ultimate Universe.
No, you know.
That's like a lot of, like, some people say, oh, it's based on the Ultimate Universe.
No, see, the thing is, in a way you can say that, because the Ultimate Universe, like I said, is it's contemporary.
Yeah.
It's a little more realistic. It's a little harsher, and you will find that. But personally, I find that the themes and the ideas and the things behind it are more linked to the regular Marvel Universe. Okay. At least that's the way I feel. I don't mind changing a few things here and there for a different medium to appeal to a different audience. But again, like with Cap,
do you think maybe they just say that just because it's different from they can change it a little bit from the book?
It's entirely. Oh, do they say that?
I don't know. I'm just saying some people told me that. Like, it's more so based off the Ultimate Universe kind of thing.
Okay, see, I disagree.
Okay.
I think that Marvel might be selling it more that way. I don't know,
because they can change things and not make it link to the book.
Yeah, they're not offending us long-term fans, and they may appeal to that group. Because I have a lot of people who love the Ultimates, but they're not really into the Marvel Universe, and because of the reasons I stated. Okay, so that might be it. But I don't know. Let's see. Okay, you know who this guy is? Where is he?
Oh yeah.
You heard of him?
Everybody likes him.
You heard of him? This is Alan Moore. These are actually old trades. These are 2000 AD. Last week, a couple weeks ago, I talked about the Judge Dredd book and some of the names that came out of the 2000 AD that we know big here now, such as Alan Moore, Gibbons, Alan Davis, just a ton of them. Grant Morrison. These two books just got back in reordered today. These are some of Alan Moore's early works. You know, everybody thinks he started at Watchmen and went forward, but these are a couple of the old ones, Halo Jones and Doctor and Quinch. So these are really fun reads. They're a lot more fun than they are epic like Watchmen, but it's a good place to see where Alan started. What's your favorite Alan Moore book?
Watchmen.
Did you like the movie?
Yeah, I like the movie a lot.
Did you? I like the movie too.
I did like a lot of his short stories though. He did for like Superman and stuff back in the day.
Yeah,
you know,
his Superman annual was one of those, and they converted it into one of the animated series.
The one where the one where Superman's birthday, right?
The Man Who Has Everything.
Yeah, the Man Who Has Everything. It's brilliant.
If you guys haven't seen that, if the book is really hard to find, I don't think I've had it in my back issues for about 5 years because no one sells it and everybody's looking for it. But if you want to get the gist, go watch The Man Who Has Everything, which was on the Superman Batman animated television show.
Wasn't it on jail? It's on the jail. It was on jail.
Oh, because Wonder Woman was in it.
Yeah, it was on Unlimited.
It's on Unlimited. It's in one of the first 2 seasons. It's where Superman has a birthday, and every year he opens up his teleporter to allow people from across the galaxy to send him gifts. Wonder Woman and Batman show up to celebrate his birthday with him and find him unconscious, and it goes from there. It's one of the most beautiful Superman stories.
Yeah, and it was an Alan Moore story, so it was really, really well done.
And as I always say with Superman, I love the big blue. It's really hard to write a Superman story.
Yeah.
And what Alan Moore did is Alan Moore actually pretty much took Superman out of the picture.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to give too much away. He took him out of the picture, really made it into just a really good science fiction story.
Definitely.
And that's also the reason that Grant Morrison's All-Star Superman was so great.
Did you see Emerald Knights as well, the DVD?
I haven't. I'm behind on
there was actually one of his shorts in there as well.
Really? Which
one?
It
was the one where I forgot this guy's name. He was an alien guy, and he was going around fighting anybody who thought he was really tougher than him.
Okay.
So he went around just fighting everybody, and then somebody's like, "Well, you're not tougher than Mogo," and then basically this guy didn't know who Mogo was.
Okay.
So he went around just looking for Mogo.
Oh, that was in the Tales of the Green Lantern.
Yeah. And that was an Alan Moore story.
He did that one.
Yeah. So then
awesome.
they redid that one and put it in the Emerald Knights. The DVD animated series, but it was really well done, really funny, really great. So
if you guys like that story, I believe it is in Tales of the Green Lantern, which was a mini that came out like in the late 80s, early 90s. We'll have Rolly check it and let you guys know. So, so is there anything else you want to talk about?
That's pretty much it.
Real quick, as long as he's here. Why don't you tell us about Drink and Draw and Sketch Bomb?
Okay, well, we have a few local monthly drawing groups here in Sacramento. One is Drink and Draw Sacramento, happens every third Thursday of the month, usually at Fox and Goose, and sometimes we'll have some occasional changes from different locations, but most of the time it's at Fox and Goose around 8 to closing, or whenever people filter out. So, and that's www.drinkanddrawsac.com. So the second group we have is called Sketch Bomb Sacramento, and we have a Facebook page and whatnot, and it's just go sketchbomb.blogspot.com, and there's a San Francisco one, a Sacramento one, and there's a North Carolina one, but we're the Sacramento based chapter, and it is in
it's at Tupelo's, but where's Tupelo's?
Tupelo's is down near the Sacramento State, I think.
Yeah.
So there's a cafe down there, and we usually do it.
H Street and Elvis.
Huh?
H Street and Elvis.
Okay, it's on Elvis. 5700 Elvis Street, and then it's usually we have a Facebook page, and we send invites out through there, and you can come and join us for drawing, and that's an all-age drawing group. The Drink and Draw is usually 21 and over, but we have both of them just to kind of.
Have a little bit for everybody. Yeah. And if you guys forget those, or you just want to take a peek when you're on our site, if you're at EmpireCV.com, we've got links for both of those on the bottom right.
Maybe you could have said that, so I didn't have to
No, it's more fun this way.
Because I didn't have my information ready. It's like
no, I wanted to catch you on the fly. We wanted to see what's going on. Okay, anything else to say to these lovely people?
No. Well, come to Empires and get all your stuff.
All right, thank you guys. We'll see you next week.